Hi guys, Jan here and welcome to our long format content. And for this types of content, it's more of a webinar content wherein we actually speak and talk to people who are wanting to look for outsourcing and remote work opportunities. So this is that format. If you want to take a look at our main channel content, it gets posted every Saturday. It's like a 10 to 15 minute long video about outsourcing and remote work, so you can go ahead and check that content out. But specific to this type of content, these are long format contents. We do webinars, we do podcasts, and both of those content gets posted during the weekdays. But for our main content, which is 10 to 15 minutes long, it gets posted every Saturday, so please be sure to watch out for that. Thank you, and let's go to the video. Bye. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Um, uh, sorry. I'm Jeffrey Bulabog, 24 years old, unemployed. Graduate po ako ng BSHRM last 2018, I guess. 2018. Kumbaga, medyo naglaylo na ako. Hindi ako nakapaghanap ng work. Then, supposed to be dapat mag-a-apply. Then, suddenly, something's happened to me. Na-hospital ako. So, then, naging PWD. So, kumbaga, it's hard for me to find a job that will fit to me.
That
So,
will fit you.
sinusubukan ko sa mga, mag-send ng mga resume sa company, palang makontak, gano'n. So, yun lang naman po.
Got it. So good. You're trying to basically send resumes to the company, no? So thank you for that input. And do we have Ilani right now? Hello? Okay, so it seems that medyo hindi responsive si Ilani, but she is on chat, right? So let's go ahead and start this properly, right? I am going to show you a presentation, very short presentation, and we will actually be spending more time on the Q&A and also some actionable items. So ibig sabihin, ano ba sir yung actionable items? Ito yung mga bagay na pwede nyong gawin para ma-improve yung chances nyo na makuha nyo yung job na gusto nyo. No? Right? And I will be setting expectations to you. So, eto po siya. Let's go ahead and start. Okay, gotcha, Elani. I hope you can fix that so that you can interact with us. So, can everybody here see my screen? Yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go ahead and do this, no? And, oops. Okay, so how to prepare for your first interview. I'm pretty sure some of you may have done your interview, some of you may have not, right? But these are actually very simple steps kung paano kayo makakapag-prepare sa mga interview na yon. Very, very basic. This is very basic. But your preparation will always be tested by the person interviewing you. We call them talent acquisition specialists. We call them recruiters. We call them HR. It will definitely be tested, especially if you're looking for a job na gustong-gusto nyo talaga or a company na gustong-gusto nyo talaga. So first off, what to prepare? Prepare a good resume. Yes. Ano ba sir yung good resume? Like what is a good resume, sir? A good resume, it does not necessarily mean na yung pinakabagong format, it has like all the graphics that you need and whatnot. Hindi po ganun. Let me show you what I mean. Yung ipapakita ko sa inyong resume, these are very basic, rudimentary, but you will see the difference. This one right now, I will show you like a resume that me as a recruiter me as a recruiter will not be comfortable or is not something that I will be geared towards looking at, no? Parang pagtingin ko pa lang sa resume ay parang medyo there are some items here na I would try and look the other way around. Parang iba na lang muna yung titingnan ko, no? Because your resume is your identity in the eyes of the HR, the talent acquisition, or the recruiter. So tingnan natin, sir. Basic, no? Juan de la Cruz, number, email address. That is something that is very prevalent baga, always sinusunod ng mga fresh grads, new hires, and even someone who has multiple jobs, nandyan siya kaagad. Okay, nandyan siya kaagad. Sure, objective. Nilalagay nila ito. I want to apply to your company as a junior associate to utilize the skills I have learned during college. Ikaw ba, Giselle, iha-hire mo ba yan? Sa tingin mo, kung may makikita kang mas maganda pa dyan na pagsusulat, parang mapapasabi ka, 'di ba? Na parang ay baka may iba pa.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. No? And then the second thing na the next element here is something na walang pakialam yung recruiter. No? This item, walang pakialam yung recruiter diyan. Yung nilalagay yung mga essentially yung age, yung gender, yung height, yung nationality, sino nanay mo, sino tatay mo. Wala kaming pakialam dyan. Like, it is not something that we actually care. Reference person, okay, sige, not a problem. Reference person, oh, pwede yan. And then, internship, training, webinar, tingnan mo yung nilagay niya, no? So, let's say, architecture po siya, no? Architecture po si sir. And then, hindi rin dito nakalagay kung ano ba yung gusto niya yung applyan na posisyon. Hindi eh, di ba? Hindi nakalagay dyan. And ano ba? So, let's say, nag-a-apply siya sa isang architecture firm. Tingnan natin yung internship, training, seminars attended, Facebook ad copy webinar. Free virtual call center management. Related ba yan sa pagiging architecture mo sa isang kumpanya? Hindi. Yes. That is how you make a not so good resume. Avoid doing that on your resume. Okay, sir, ano ba yung medyo magandang resume na at least mapapansin po kami? No? At least mapapansin po yung resume natin. Punta tayo dito. This is how you do it. No? Juan de la Cruz, computer engineer. Yun lang. Juan de la Cruz, computer engineer. Or Juan de la Cruz, architect. That is it. Because sa unang-unang pa lang, pagtingin ng recruiter sa resume mo, malalaman niya na kung sino ka at kung ano ka. Ano yung ina-applyan mo. At saka, it's not actually the objective. It's a summary. Kasi you're introducing yourself. Sino ba si Juan de la Cruz? Sino ba si Jepoy? Sino ba si Giselle? Right? I am self-sufficient. I am independent with a can-do attitude. I will introduce myself. I'm a graduate of Bachelor in Science in Computer Engineering, and I'd like to be part of your ever-growing team. I believe that I can make an impact on your company because of my fresh perspective as a new graduate. Being a fresh grad, I believe that I am easily trainable and can absorb a wealth of knowledge that your existing team has. Ito na. During my college years, I excelled in what? Assembly languages, HTML. I also have in-depth knowledge of technology such as Cisco, robotics, and whatnot. I'm hoping to be part of your company to propel your company moving forward. Pagkatapos nun, inintroduce mo na yung sarili mo eh. Inintroduce mo na rin yung skills mo. Related skills po tayo. Ano ba yung meron ka? At bakit ka namin i-hire? Saan ka ba nag-excel during college? No? Saan ka ba nag-excel during college? HTML, C++. And example niyan, so who's a like Giselle, like ano yung nga yung course mo during college?
Bachelor in Secondary Education po.
Secondary education. So ano yung like essentially what should be your job? Ano dapat yung trabaho mo?
Math teacher po.
Math teacher. So related skills mo, excelled in basic mathematics, trigonometry, whichever, no? Kung ano man yung mga aspect ng mathematics natin, statistics and whatnot. So yun siya, yun yung ilalagay mo dyan. How about you, Jepoy?
Actually, kasi flexible kasi ang so kumbaga
Pero ano yung course mo?
BSHRM po.
HRM, right? So as an
Yes.
HRM, lalagay mo dito kung ano yung essentially focus skills mo. Babalik tayo guys ha, babalik tayo. A good resume will actually tell you kung ano yung ina-applyan po natin. No? Ano yung ina-applyan natin. Right? So education is there and tingnan nyo dito guys. Internship. Android mobile application training, technical training, no? It basically tells me na yung mga nilagay mo ditong seminars, internship, and training is related to whatever it is that you are applying for. Ganun siya. Yun lang, simple lang, konti lang. And then, dyan, reference mo, your reference should always be two people. Dalawa talaga yan, sir. Hindi pwede isa at saka hindi pwede yung si nanay, si tatay, si brother, or whoever. It's really someone in your professional network, no? And lastly, guys, contact information nasa baba. Bakit? Kasi si recruiter, pag nakita niyang computer engineer ka, mapipilitan po siyang basahin lahat na to bago siya makapunta sa contact information nyo. Yes. It basically forces someone to actually go through your resume and going here. Sir, sige sir, pero parang sa tingin ko sir, parang napaka-basic naman ng resume na ginawa mo. Yes, it is basic. But this is your actionable item, guys. Let me share my screen. Isa pa. So this is what you call LinkedIn. Is anybody familiar with this one? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So there you can actually see my professional profile on LinkedIn. Ginawa ko na siya kung ano yung nasa resume ko. Ito lang din yung nilagay ko sa LinkedIn. No? Nandyan po yung summary ko. Nandyan din po yung experience ko. Nandyan din po yung kung saan ako nag-graduate. And kung ano yung gusto kong trabaho. Ito yung kagandahan ni LinkedIn po. Tingnan nyo to. Gusto nyo ng magandang resume, di ba? Gusto nyo. So, all I need to do is click more. Pag natapos mo na to, pag natapos mo na to, you click more here. You actually save to PDF. O, tingnan natin. And if you download that, you actually have a professionally looking resume. Yes. Ganun po siya kabilis. Once you have built your professional and once you have built your LinkedIn account, this will definitely help you have a more compelling resume. That is it. That is how you prepare a good resume. No? All right. So let's go ahead and continue. So we have actually determined kung ano yung magandang resume at saka medyo okay na resume lang. No? The next item that we need to prepare is know the company that you are applying for. Kilalanin mo yung company na ina-applyan mo. So example, Jepoy, like what is your dream job?
Actually, not related with my course. But
That's fine.
gusto ko pa sa related sa multimedia, like mga video editors.
Video editor, right?
Opo.
Mayroon ka na bang company na feeling mo, gusto mo doon? Is there a company?
Yeah, but kumbaga they are looking for uh, yung mga nag-a-apply na dapat they have experiences na ganito. Dapat may experience ka sa ganyan. Tapos kailangan yung tinapos mo course is related dun sa tinapos mo. So
Okay.
like, kasi kumbaga, yung akin kasi it's like passion kaya ako nag-edit ng mga videos.
Okay, that's good, right? That's okay. So, right off the bat, medyo mayroon tayong challenge, no? Kasi I'm a graduate of HRM, but my passion is video editing, multimedia, and whatnot, right? It is definitely a challenge, no? At I will show you where to start on that one, no? I will show you how to start and how to jumpstart your career on that one. Okay, so si Giselle, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Giselle? Giselle.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Giselle.
Just
Okay. All right. So yun. Again, no, know the company. Like, ano ba yung gusto mong applyan na kumpanya?
po, sir.
Mm-mm.
School lang yata, sir.
School. It's a school. You want to apply for a school. Is this an elementary school? Is this a high school? Is it private? Is it public?
Kahit ano, sir, pero ang gusto ko sana yung art teacher.
Art
Gusto ko
teacher.
art teacher. Pero yun, sir, ang graduate ako is secondary education sa math. Pero ang work ko is artist. So, yun, sir, siguro pwede naman siyang i-combine.
Okay, so we have someone who is currently working as, ano nga yung current work mo, Giselle?
So, artist.
Ha?
Artist po.
Artist, right? Like, what do you do? Ano yung product mo? Ano yung pinuproduce mo?
Nagagawa ako ng original drawings for coloring books po.
Original drawings for coloring books. But, ano talaga yung gusto mong gawin? Like, an art teacher?
Yes, sir, to teach how to do art.
Okay, right. So, that's nice, no? All right. It's also another challenge. Pero that is really something that you want to do in, like, it's really your passion. Okay. So, sige, we're getting sidetracked, but first, always understand that you have to know your company. Pag meron ka ng company na talagang gusto mo, or let's just say, nag-apply ka, rami mong in-applyan, and then tumawag si company number one, oy, baka pwede kitang schedule sa interview. Right off the bat, hanapin mo na kung sino si company. Ito yung mga yung pinaka-importante, no? What is the mission? What is the vision of that company? What is the product of the company? Ano ba yung produkto nila? Okay, let's say, um, sa example ni Sir Jepoy, gusto mong mag-apply sa isang multimedia company. Ano ba yung pinaka-product nila? Because when you say digital art yan essentially. What you're talking about is digital art. It's a digital art company. So what are their product? Are they more onto graphic design? Are they more into video production? Are they more on social media management? Right? Content creation, ganon. And for you naman, sa example mo, Giselle, right? What kind of art are we producing? Are we producing canvas? Are we producing large format print? There, we have to understand that. And what are the services that those company provide? Ibig sabihin, dapat yung maintindihan kung like who is the customers of these companies. No, because it will be asked during the interview. No? So there. And the next one, nako, prepare to answer. I'm pretty sure that some of you may have had experience with this, but these are the dreaded questions na kailangan yung paghandaan. Unang-una, why should we hire you? Right? Like, why should we hire you? the best answer here is the most honest answer in my experience. The best answer, you should hire me because eto kasi pag ako fresh grad, kung ako fresh grad at yan yung tinanong sa akin, I would answer it in a way like, you should hire me because I'm a fresh grad and I have a fresh perspective on things. I have a fresh perspective on things, and I do have that youthful impact that may be able to innovate your company. I'm still young, but I am definitely very trainable and willing to learn. Ganon. Ganon siya, di ba? Kasi the first time you get this question, masyashock ka. Like, masyashock ka. No? So that's how you answer that. Why did you apply to our company? Ba't nag-apply ka dun? This is where your research about the mission and vision will come to life. Like, sir, I like your vision. I like the services that you offer. It has been my passion to be an artist. And I think your mission and vision correlates with whatever it is that I want to be. Yun po siya. What is your advantage? Bakit nga naman? O si like Giselle, why would we hire you? You're essentially a math teacher. You're applying for an art position. Like, why should we hire you? No? Like, why should we hire you? Mahirap. Mahirap siya. Be honest. Be honest while preparing for this question. Be honest. You should hire me. You should hire me because this has been a long-term passion of mine. I may be new to the industry, but I do have the passion to propel myself moving forward. Ganon. Ganon lang kasimple. You kind of put a period on it. I have this passion to propel myself in making sure that I have a huge impact in whatever I teach. Period. Wala nang la wala nang ganun. Period lang. What's next? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Tandaan nyo yan. Lalabas yan. Always. Ano ba yung strength nyo? Ano ba yung weakness nyo? You can always say whatever it is that you believe your strength is, but be careful in saying what is your weakness. Kasi sometimes, yung iba, they would say na sometimes nalilate po ako. Baw, wag po ganun. Right? Sometimes nalilate po ako. Sometimes, ano ba yung mga common things that you would say? Sometimes po, I get too distracted. No. When you answer for what are your weaknesses, it should always be sometimes the safe answer is it's almost relative to your strength. No? Since you are fresh grads, it's okay to make mistakes. So example, strength mo, sir, I'm very obsessive. I'm very focused. No? You can answer, the safe answer is that sometimes one of my weaknesses is that since I'm too focused, I don't easily get distracted. Sometimes I'm too focused that I could not see what are those other things that I need to do. Ganon siya. No? It's always close to your strength, not the complete opposite of your strength. Right? So I'm a very hardworking person. I think one of my weaknesses is that I am very hardworking and sometimes I do forget to look at the time. I do forget to like talk and whatnot. So ganon siya. It should always be close to your strength. No? Next, what do you know about our company? So again, mission and vision. Tatanungin ka niyan talaga. Nag-research ka ba? Ano ba yung sinabi mo? Like ano ba yung nalalaman mo sa kumpanya namin? But dito, bakit ka nag-apply dito? And this one is the most dangerous, guys. This is something that you have to kind of really understand. How do you see yourself in 5 years? Or they would often package this like, what are your long-term goals? Yes, Because for this question, the recruiter is actually asking if you are going to stay in the company. Yes. I guess for sometimes yung mga teachers, they would stay longer years, no? Especially in public schools. But in private schools, iba rin yung kalakaran doon, I guess, no? Knowing like some of my friends, so sa private schools, the parang it's really it's also competitive, especially as well sa digital arts because you have to understand in a digital art agency, they will be investing their self and their resources in actually training you. So you have to answer in a sense that, hey, I will be staying in the company. You can answer, you can definitely answer in such a way that um, I'm looking to make this as my career. I'm looking to make this profession as part of my life and as part of my lifestyle. I'm seeing myself being able to excel in this industry together with your company. Parang along that line. No? I'm actually teaching you guys how to answer. So, ganun siya. Okay. So there, like, why should we hire you? Lalabas yan, like, why should we hire you? So there, no? Okay, patapos na tayo. Like, patapos na tayo. What are the things that you have to remember? Prepare to fail. Yes. And then, repeat. No. The only thing that will help you get better at interviews is that if you get more interviews. Always make sure to prepare yourself and to ready yourself that, okay, I did not make it. That's fine. The next interview, I will do better. The next interview, I will be able to do better. All right. And one last one. Let's go ahead and do Q&A, discussions and questions, right? I know that you guys are waiting for this. And at the same time, I will also share a platform for you to actually develop your skills, no? So question, right? Ano ba sir yung dapat kong gawin? Since I want to actually be an art teacher, this is where you will be looking for remote work. Are you familiar with this one, Giselle?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. So this is where you look for a job, right? Essentially, are you familiar with this one, Jepoy?
Hindi ko po alam kung yun po yung
Okay,
PH or what.
onlinejobs.ph. Yes. So halimbawa, naghahanap ka, gusto mong maging video editor, no? Video editor. Hanap ka lang dyan. And you can see here, jobs. This is essentially the freelancing jobs, no? This is essentially the freelancing jobs. So, gagawin mo, click mo lang to. Pag click mo, basahin mo siya, parang gusto mo siya, click ka apply. Yung subject mo, Jepoy, like video editor. Hi there. This is basically where you put in your summary and then you send the email. Tapos, nakapag-apply na po tayo. Nakapag-apply na po tayo. Yes. And some of you may, like for Giselle, you may want to see my profile here. My profile is also similar to my onlinejobs.ph account, right? So that's how I format it. Ano yung pinaka-specialized ko? I'm a specialist in operations, talent acquisition, lead generation, and marketing. That is my specialty. And whatever you see here, this is also the same as what I have on LinkedIn. This is also the same as what I have in my resume. That's why, guys, it is important for you to format your resume. Yes. So yung gumawa ko ng resume, nilagay ko po siya sa LinkedIn, dinownload ko siya ulit para maging pogi, at kinopy ko lang siya dito. Yes. Right? So, Essentially, by the way pala, Giselle, ano nga yung job na inaano mo? Like, anong tawag sa'yo? Graphic artist?
Yes, sir. Parang considered na rin siya as graphic artist.
Yes. So, example, may challenge tayo from time to time, Giselle, no? Kasi, you know what? The challenge, kung dito ka kumukuha, huwag kang matakot na humingi ng certificate of employment because they will give you that. And it does not matter, no? Pag tinanong ka sa interview na like, sino to si ganito, you can actually say that they are my stateside clients. 'Di ba? So, hindi siya parang kasi when you say, like sa bahay lang po yan, tatrabaho po ako sa bahay. Hindi siya nabibigyan ng justice. Right? Hindi po siya nabibigyan ng justice. No? So there. Hindi siya nabibigyan ng justice and all that. Um, so there. Right? But if sinasabi mo na they are actually my stateside clients, right? They have actually they have contracted me in actually doing these things for them. It kind of elevates it. Parang sasabihin ng tao, ay ang galing. Like mga taga-states yung ano niya. Like he has worked with people in the states. You're not necessarily misrepresenting yourself, but you're actually telling them that hey, my caliber is of international level. Parang ganon. I've worked with international clients, right? For you naman, Jepoy, if you're really passionate about video editing, I suggest you start with Adobe Premiere Pro. Adobe Premiere Pro is the industry standard in terms of editing videos. Yes, it is the industry standard. Are you familiar with that app?
Yes po, pero hindi ko pa natatry gamitin since hindi siya compatible with version sa
Windows
laptop
mo?
ko.
Okay, gotcha. It's not a problem. And guys, so ikaw, Giselle, you're currently employed, but it's just that you're waiting for your dream job, right? It's not going to be very easy. It's not going to be easy. But if ikaw, Giselle, you already have that goal, may goal ka na eh. Gusto mo talaga maging art instructor or art teacher. So, you just have to determine ano ba yung mga requirement mo. First off, I'll build my resume. Second, if kailangan ko talagang mag-aral ng second course or secondary degree, why not? I encourage you guys to follow your passion. Kung ano talaga yung gusto nyo. Because guys, you're still young. Ayaw nyo magtrabaho. You should not be working for a job na hindi nyo gusto hanggang 30 years old na kayo. It's going to be very hard. So make the change right now. It's going to be very hard. It's going to be very um, frustrating. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Follow your passion and the money will follow you, right? Follow your passion and the money will follow you. What are your questions? What are the challenges that you feel you have to, alam mo yun, that you have to go through? What are your balakid, kumbaga, sa tingin nyo? How about you, Giselle? Ano yung sa tingin mo balakid when it comes to your dreams, so to speak?
Siguro yung budget, sir.
But
Budget pati yung time. Kasi in case na gusto kong kumuha ng degree, kailangan mag-spend ako ng time dun, sir. So, since may ginagawa akong work, parang mahirap pagsabayin.
ilang taon ka na nga, Giselle? Like, how young are you?
23 po.
23. 23, you're still young. Okay, so example, budget. Like, are you, alam ko naman like here in the Philippines, we support our families, you know. We support our families. But let's do the math on this one. Magkano, like how much is the tuition? Like how much is the tuition for a secondary degree? Have you checked?
Hindi ko,
No.
hindi ko na answer.
Yes, because if you don't try, the answer is always no. If you don't try, if you don't inquire, the answer will always be no. So, say for example, isang semester, kasi you just have to accredit the units, di ba? Kailangan mo ipapa-accredit yan. So, let's say for example, sa tingin mo, can you generate 40,000 pesos a year with the current freelancing jobs that you have?
I don't think so.
Okay, how, like, what's the maximum? Like, 30,000? Isang taon na to ha, 1 year na. 1 year.
Wait lang.
1 year. Or let's say 20,000. 20,000. Can you save up 20,000 a year, Kaya?
Yes, sir, kaya.
Yes. In that 20,000, I guess at the minimum, it should actually be one semester already. I think so. That's one semester already. So why not do that? Why not save up for a year and then like enroll yourself in a semester the next year? Kaya mo yan because I did that as well. Kayang-kaya mo yan. Like I did that as well. Okay? I did have that experience of supporting education. No? So there. How about you, Jepoy? Like what seems to be the greatest barrier of entry for your dream? For your dream
My,
job? Uh,
myself.
very good answer. Like why?
Siguro, right now, even though I know that I can manage it or I can do it, kumbaga, andun na yung talent or yung passion or what. Since, siguro, ang masyado akong nabobother sa tingin sa akin ng tao since I'm PWD nga ako din. Kumbaga, yung nagmamatter sa akin right now is discrimination.
Mm.
Kasi, kumbaga, syempre, isa lang yung kamay natin, na-amputate kasi yung kamay ko noong last 2019.
Thank you for sharing
Then,
that. Uh-huh.
then kumbaga, kumbaga, I'm still on the process of building my self-esteem and my self-development by myself. And also yung about my mental health.
Mm.
So, kumbaga, yun yung binibuild ko.
Right. And thank you for sharing that, right? And that is so true. That is so true. With anything else in life, you really have to be mentally prepared, right? Pero also think of it this way. You cannot be mentally prepared if like the only way to be truly prepared or truly be ready is if you have experienced it, is if you have submitted yourself sa ganon. And ito, Jepoy, here, dito sa platform na to, sa pinapakita ko yung onlinejobs.ph, this is remote work. People here will not care if isa lang yung paa mo, if isa lang yung kamay mo and whatnot, so long as you deliver. Yes, they will not care about that. You'll just have to deliver. Yes, majority of my clients as well in terms of business development came from here. This is a good platform because, and I'm not, by the way, just disclaimer, hindi po ako tie up dito sa onlinejobs.ph. It's just I've seen that it's very effective if you know what you're doing. No? And Jepoy, I would encourage you to kind of join us further sa mga webinars namin ganito. Same with you, Giselle, because we might actually get interns for some of the companies that I'm running. Right? We might actually get interns to actually build your portfolio, and who knows, we might want to hire you. We might want to do that. No, if you're good enough and all. But I would say, Jepoy, that put yourself out there. I know like sometimes people can be very judgmental. Yes, I recognize that fact. Like the world is not all what rainbows and whatnot. It can be very judgmental, but at the end of the day, it does not matter what other people tell you. What matters is what you tell yourself. What you tell yourself. I can do it. I can do it. Right? You have to just start. And I'm telling you, if video editing is really your jam, it's something that you want to do, I'm telling you right now, start with either Adobe Premiere Pro or Filmora. Adobe Premiere Pro is the industry standard, although Filmora is also something that's really emerging right now. So, there. Yun po siya. No? Any more questions? Giselle, have you tried Job Street? Yes.
No,
So, there. Job Street. Ay, actionable item. No? Punta ka dito, Giselle. Job Street lang. This is it. And you can essentially look for the job that you want here. Like what? Graphic artist or graphic designer. You can do that. So there, 3D 3D graphic artist, graphic designer, and what? Like let's say tingnan natin. Majority of the jobs that exist here are actually office-based job. So let's say. So there, it shows you like um, establishments who are looking for like teachers. Um, although special science teacher, yada. Like let's say art, tingnan natin. Ay, sorry. Yeah, it does show me like iba. Artist talaga. It's just graphic artist and whatnot. Um, so their art director, these are more on really office based job street. You might want to actually explore this one. Kahit na magpa-interview ka lang, just get the feel of it. Kung ano ba yung kalakaran in terms of like how this companies would interview you. No, because the standard of these companies are like the I mean the companies in here, they vary in terms of their interview style and whatnot. But what is important is for you to kind of feel the interview process. Yon. For you, Jepoy, for onlinejobs.ph, they would often communicate to you via email. And if they like you enough, they're gonna ask for an interview. It is usually via Skype, via Google Meet like this one, or via Zoom. So yun siya. No? So there. Any more questions, guys? All right. So,
Um,
yes, go ahead. I like questions.
yung kanina, alam ko medyo malayo na din po. Pero I want to go back to to the story. Kasi, kumbaga, I want to ask if what's the difference between CV and resume na
Curric-
dapat doon?
curriculum vitae.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, essentially, for resumes, it is more of the industry standard. Like the one that I showed you is the resume. Um, like this one is a resume. Essentially, it talks about you. It basically talks about your professional life. Yes, that is the resume. For the curriculum vitae, it actually talks more about really personal details of your life, right? And we don't necessarily use that anymore. It's really more on resume. Like in my experience, I would often choose a resume than you giving me like more information that I would care to read. No, I would even care to read. So there, ganun po siya. What else? So yon. Any more questions? All right. So I think I want to thank you guys for your time in joining our mini webinar. We are definitely planning to have this kind of sessions every Saturday, and I would encourage you to actually join us, right? And I would encourage you to tell your friends as well. I would encourage you to tell your friends that hey, join us in this webinar. It's it's a free webinar that we do. Definitely no commitment, but we kind of want to help people land their job, right? And you can even talk to us like when you applied, what was your challenge when you applied, when you see us again, right? Sir John, I had this challenge and this is what happened. Maybe we can give you some advice on that, right? So there. And I would ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is HuStrat. Yeah, so we are trying to build that channel. It doesn't have any content yet, just the introduction video. Clay, have you given them the channel?
I haven't, but I will send it to them through Messenger.
Yes, please do. It will definitely help us out if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, so I think that's it. Giselle, Jepoy, thank you so much for your time. And if ever you feel the need that you'd want to talk to us about your careers, you want some advice, we can definitely provide some guidance to you guys. Okay, just reach out. Just reach out, guys. All right. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Right. Bye.